Good evening and welcome to Edgeley High School Athletic, Academic, and Activity Awards Ceremony. Due to COVID-19, we've decided to put an award ceremony together virtually through this video. I first off want to congratulate all of our students and their coaches and advisors on the great success that they've had this school year. Continue the great work. Edgeley High School has been very successful this year in all of their endeavors. Thank you for your dedication to your activities, sports, and extracurricular events that you've partaken in. I want to thank our coaches and our advisors for their dedication that they've put in and their continued success with our students in the classroom, on the court, and at competitions. Congratulations, and let's start the ceremony. Congratulations to our senior honor students. Those senior honor students this year are Madison L., Reagan H., Warden D., Bridger M., Colton B., Kale M., Jenna E., Jocelyn M., Jace H., Helen R., and Ethan E. You have received the 4-year Honor Roll Student Award. Congratulations.
Coach Mock here to hand out volleyball awards. We'll start with our statistical awards. First one is most kills, and that went to Maren Burnson. She had 196 kills on the year. Our next award would be most digs. That one went to Macy Boyer, our libero. She had 289 digs on the season. This next one is most blocks, and this was actually first in the conference. Okay, our top blocker in the SEC conference was Maren Burnson, and she had 57 total blocks on the year. Most assists went to our setter, Sydney Carlson. She had 357 assists on the year. Most aces went to Emily Kinsler. She had 27 aces this season. Our awards voted on players and coaches are most improved and hardest worker. And our most improved award went to JC NC. Our hardest worker award went to Maren Burnson. A couple other notable awards were our all-conference team. We had one player on the team and one player make honorable mention. So Maren Burnson was on the all-SEC team, South Central Conference, and our honorable mention went to Macy Boyer. On the season, we ended 3-25. All three of our wins were against Ellendale. I would also like to give a big thank you to my assistant coach, Emily, Coach Elhard. She has taken a new position, and she won't be with us next year, and she will be missed a lot. So thank you, Emily, for all of your help and your hard work coaching these girls. And then I'd also like to give a big thank you to Sydney Berg and Paige Elston. They did stats among many other things for me, and they were very reliable and very helpful. So thank you, girls, for all of your hard work. I hope that we can get together at some point this summer and get some work put in, and if not, you can work on your own, and we can still find ways to get better, okay?
Hello, cross runners. On behalf of Coach Fredenberg and I, we would like to say thank you for a very memorable 2019 cross-country season. Cross runners need to be self-motivated, self-disciplined, courageous, and great teammates. You all displayed these traits throughout the season, and we are very proud of you. We had 3 new runners join our team, Nora, Emily, and Alex, and they were great additions. They brought our team number to 12. It is hard to come into a new sport you have never tried, and we are very proud of the way they dug in, learned the ropes, and had great first seasons. Our team consisted of 1 senior, Warden, 2 juniors, Alex and Charlie, 1 sophomore, Grady, 4 freshmen, Austin, Jackson, Ethan, and Nora, 3 8th graders, Dylan, Noah, and Lexi, and 1 7th grader, Emily. I have found in coaching cross country a bond is formed like no other. I have decided it is a combination of early morning practices, running in hot, cold, windy, and wet weather, core workouts, wall-sit conversations, and the feeling of finishing the course and seeing a teammate ready at the end to hold you up. The craziest spot we can find to get some miles in is usually the most memorable. For example, the Wells County Fairgrounds last fall. We were able to compete in 7 meets last fall as 3 were canceled to good old North Dakota weather. We co-hosted our 2nd annual Granny meet with the Lemoore cross country team at Grand Rapids Golf Course. We had more teams enter this year, and we plan to continue to grow this event. Thanks to all the parents and supporters for helping put this on. It was a fun time. Regionals was in Cooperstown, and Nora was our top finisher. She finished 4th in the region, making her an all-region runner. The state meet was held in Minot on one of the windiest days in October, and it was so cold and wet. We did our best to not get the white bus stuck and keep the tent from blowing down. You guys put on your numbers, took off your warm-ups, and didn't complain all that much, and just ran your hearts out, and many of you had personal bests. I would also like to thank all the parents and Coach Fredenberg for keeping us fed throughout the season. Also EBC for donating money to sponsor our Granny Meet. Next, we'll go on to awards. All runners that completed a 5K at the varsity level will receive a letter. Your peers voted on the following awards and will go as follows. Boys MVP will go to Warden. Girls MVP will go to Nora. Most improved male will go to Austin. Most improved female will go to Emily. Hardest worker will go to Nora. And co-top encourager will be a tie between Warden and Alex. I would like to lastly thank Warden for the last 5 years he ran for the Cross Country Rebels team. He started with the team as an 8th grader, and he has ran many miles for us. He has shown leadership and encouragement to his teammates and never leaves a runner behind on the course. I have seen him numerous times go back and run with other runners so they can finish the workout. We wish you the best as you can continue your running career at the University of Minnesota Crookston. Lastly, have a safe summer, keep running and eating healthy, and we look forward to see all the returning runners in the fall. And you guys will also be happy to know I bought a new bright red megaphone for next fall. See you then. Thanks.
Hey Edgeley High School, happy Awards Day 2020. Although not ideal, here we are. I want to take this chance to recognize the drama cast for the 2019 one-act play. The play that we did this year was called Journey to the World's Edge, and it was a drama by Harry Michael Bagdasian and Ernest Joselowitz. Before we get started though, I do want to thank a few people because it is not an easy task to do this. Special thank you to Joanne Gaynert and Tim Gaynert for their help throughout the year, and also Patty Wood-Bartle and her sewing talents for costuming. So this year, as you remember, Journey to the World's Edge was an Irish folktale, and it was tough. We started early on with some accent training, which we tried up until the end to perfect. Not easy, but we tried. So I can definitely say that there were times during this play that maybe we felt we were on the world's edge, almost ready to fall off, but we managed to pull it together. It was a large cast. Some exciting news about what we accomplished this year was a Region 6 title, first place, and even nicer than that, I think, is an Ensemble Superior Acting Award. That doesn't happen very often. That means as a team we all work together and we're consistently excellent, and I'm extremely proud of that award, the Ensemble Award. We advanced to state where we made it to finals and ended up earning 6th place. So congratulations, cast, and also backstage and stage managers, props, costumes, etc. It was definitely a successful year for Edgeley Drama. I'm going to recognize everyone in order based on their grade, and I'll start with the 8th grade. These students will be receiving letters for participation in drama. Grace Irie, Abby Mathern, Tiana Wald, and Matea Mathern. The 9th grade, Nora Enzi, Ethan Revering, Reagan Teskey, Jackson Buckeye, Logan Duncan, and Madison Sitzman. 10th graders, Cassie Boom, Ellie Leppert, Allie Boyer, Allison Dahlgren, and Madison Giesler. 11th graders, Anastasia Swantek, Alex Huber, Paxton Mathern, and Jorgen Paulson. Jorgen also received a Superior Acting Award at the state level. And which brings me to the seniors. I want to thank you for all of the years that you've been in drama, for your dedication, for the individual talents that each of you bring to our cast and have brought throughout the years. I will miss you. Dakota Schoenfelder, Kale Mathern, Reagan Hartman, Bridger Mathern, Haley Taylor, Ethan Ellingson, Jossie Madkey, and Jenna Ellingson. So thanks again, everyone, for a great year. Congratulations on your success in Edgeley Drama. Have a great summer.
First, I'd like to thank my wife Keely for working around the early mornings and late nights that go with the sport of wrestling. I'd like to thank the parents for supporting all the boys this season. I'd also like to thank Coach Mock, Coach Irie, and Coach Broadwell for preparing the boys physically and mentally for their matches. Last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank our stat Isabel. She's been helping film and stat for the wrestling program for the last 6 years. I know she could have done anything else, but I'd like to thank her for staying with us and keeping everything organized over the years. I'd also like to thank the seniors for their dedication and commitment to the team. We knew we had a good group of boys coming into this season based on how they did last year and knowing what we had coming up. The season did have some hurdles that we had to overcome at the start. We lost Isaiah and Wyatt to injuries that kept them out for the first half of the season. Everyone worked hard throughout the year, from our 7th graders all the way up to our seniors. Our 7th graders took their lumps early in this year and started coming around at the end. When one kid succeeded, others would feed off of it. The co-op had some first ever moments in the co-op's history. A 5th place finish at the Linton Holiday Tournament, a 4th place finish at the Regional Dual Tournament. We had 6 state placers and placed 7th as a team at the state tournament. The team also was awarded the Team Scholar Award at the end of the season for a combined GPA of 3.628, which is quite an accomplishment to be working hard in the practice room but also in the classroom. We also had some individual firsts. Wyatt and Rhett Mock both for the first time qualified for the state tournament, and Antone Caruth and Wyatt Mock both placed for the first time at the state tournament. At 106, we had Max Chernlin. He worked his butt off in the practice room and took his lumps on the wrestling mat. 106 was a tough weight class in our region, with Max finishing in 6th place at regions. This year's Rookie of the Year goes to Max Chernlin from Cullum. At 120, Isaiah Caruth missed half the season due to an injury, but was able to come back and finished as a region runner-up. Isaiah took 5th place at state with a 20-8 record on the season. This year's award for most reversals goes to Isaiah Caruth with 18 reversals. At 160, Wyatt Mock also missed half the season due to an injury, but was able to come back and took 3rd at regionals and placed 7th at state with a 20-11 record on the season. This year's hardest worker goes to Wyatt Mock. At 182, Ethan Cruth was one of the toughest and most resilient wrestlers we've ever had on the team. He always bounced back after a tough loss. He was a 3-time state qualifier and a 3-time state placer. Ethan took 3rd at regions and finished 3rd at state with a 30-7 record on the season and 138 career wins. This year's most valuable wrestler and most pins at 24 pins goes to Ethan Cruth. Ethan was also selected to the South Central Conference team. At 195, Bridger Mathern was one of the most accomplished wrestlers we've had. He was a 5-time state qualifier and a 3-time state placer. Bridger was a region runner-up and finished 3rd at state with a 32-11 record on the season and had 150 career wins. This year's award for most wins goes to Bridger Mathern from Edgeley with 32 wins. Bridger was also selected to the South Central Conference team. At 220, Ethan Ellingson was one of our most reliable wrestlers. Even in big matches, he always seemed to find a way to win. At the Lisbon tournament, he beat the number 1 kid out of Minnesota in the semis in overtime, and went on to beat the number 1 kid in Class A North Dakota in overtime as well. He was a 4-time state qualifier and a 3-time state placer. Ethan finished as a regional runner-up and took 5th at state with a 32-8 record on the season and had 134 career wins. This year's award for most wins goes to Ethan Ellingson of Edgeley with 32 wins. Ethan was also selected to the South Central Conference team. At 285, Rhett Mock was our heavyweight. Even though he wasn't a true heavyweight, he did quite well. He beat some tough kids and had some very close matches with others. Rhett finished 3rd at regionals, qualifying him for his first state tournament. Rhett had a 15-19 record on the season. We look forward to seeing what the future has for Rhett. Last but not least, at 145, we had Anton Caruth, who had a complete transformation from last season. He went from getting the tar kicked out of him by kids last year to kicking the tar out of those very same kids this year. Anton finished in 3rd place at regionals and placed 7th at state with a 32-11 record on the season. This year's award for most escapes with 40, most takedowns with 58, most wins at 32 goes to Anton Caruth. Anton was also voted as the most improved and is this year's Carl Lance Award winner. Thank you.
Hello, Edgeley and Cullman Montpelier High School. I'm here to announce the Girls Basketball Awards for 2020. First of all, I'd like to thank all players, parents, statisticians, and coaches for the season. I'd also really like to thank Heidi Bacon for all the work she does. I don't think people really realize how much work she has put in and the time she puts in, and she's kind of a backbone of all of our programs and with the things that she does. So thank you, Heidi. I also want to thank this year my 2 seniors, Jossie Matke and Maren Bernston. Jossie and Maren were sophomores when I took the program over, and they were very valuable in the leadership they provided us this year with the young team that we had. Jossie ended her career with 420 career points, and Maren finished her playing career with 529 points. So congratulations, ladies. I'd also like to recognize our underclassmen, sophomores, JC Enzi, Emily Kinsler, Kiana Muslin, and Sky Malone. Our freshmen, Nora Enzi, Reagan Teskey, Kiera Jangala, Riley Fisher, and Olivia Nitschke, and our 8th graders that we moved this year that played several minutes on JV and varsity, Matea Mathern, Grace Irie, Abby Mathern, Lexi Dahlman, Maddie Wolf, and Amy Smith. As a team, we finished the year at 11-12, which I think was a very successful season considering the number of young kids that we had playing, and with only 2 seniors. I believe we started the season at 0-3, and so to end at 11-12, I think we made great strides as the season moved forward. I really look forward to working with these young ladies as we move towards the future. We placed third in the South Central Conference as a team. We were fourth in District 5, which qualified us for the Region 3 tournament. Like I said, our team is really young. We made great progress, and I look forward to the future. As far as individual awards, Maren Bernson was an All-District 5 player, and Maren and Jossie Matke were also all South Central Conference team members. Our individual awards that were voted on by the team, most valuable JV player goes to Nora Enzi. Most rebounds on the varsity was Maren Bernson with 166. Assists, we had a tie between Jossie Matke and Maren Bernson. They each had 25 assists. Most steals on the team was Jossie Matke with 69. Best free throw percentage was Jossie at 60%. Best field goal percentage was Maren at 49.6%. Our most improved player this year was Matea Mathern. Our co-rebel hustle is based on defense and just hard work every day. And we had a tie this year, and these two ladies would bring it every day, day in and day out. And the winners are Maren Bernson and Kiera Jangula. And our team's MVP this year is Maren Bernson. So I'd like to congratulate all you young ladies for your awards and your efforts. Like I said, I look forward to the future. I just want to thank everybody for all their hard work. I feel bad for the kids who couldn't finish their winter season. And I also feel bad for the kids who couldn't participate in their spring season. Hopefully, as we move forward in the future, things will kind of get back to normal and we can get sports back in our lives, which we all truly love and enjoy watching. Thank you and have a good summer.
Hello everyone, I'd like to present the 2020 Boys Basketball Awards. First of all, I'll start out by recognizing all the players that we had this year. Our freshmen, Dylan Carlson, Jackson Buckeye. Sophomores, Justice Kicker, Justice Hazelton, Dalton Matke, and Adam Nitschke. Our junior class with Jorgen Paulson, Alex Huber, Chase Enzi, Paxton Mathern, Guy, and Lucas Rich. And our two seniors, Jace Hansen and Cale Mathern. We'll get on to our awards here. Our leading scorer this year at 18 points per game was Alex Huber. Also scoring would have been Cale and Jace in double figures as well. Top rebounder this year was Jace Hansen. Most steals on the team this year was Cale Mathern with 47 total. Assists, Jace Hansen, who also set a single game record with 11 in one game. And then the other one that we had here was free throw percentage in a game, which was Alex Huber at nearly an 80% clip. The next awards that I'm going to be announcing were voted on by the players and coaches. The first one is Most Improved. And this year the Most Improved goes to Jorgen Paulson. Hardest Worker Award, which I think all the kids this year once again showed up to practice and put in their time and all worked hard. This year, however, we do have one winner, and I think well-deserving, Lucas Rich. Our Defensive MVP, which we preach defense here, and I think all the guys really bought into it this year as far as doing their job, knowing their assignments. I gave a co-MVP this year to two kids, Dalton Matke and Cale Mathern. Both deserving of it. Dalton with his taking charges, I think he had nearly 30 of them. And then Cale usually drawing or ended up drawing probably one of the better offensive players regardless of who we played. Our MVP awards was for JV. This year goes to Adam Nitschke. Our varsity MVP, which was a pretty close vote once again. This year the winner is Alex Huber. I do want to recognize both our seniors, Jace and Cale, who either one would have been worthy of this award. Both of them definitely were a key part of this. Some other ones that were presented throughout the season. We had Stutzman County Tournament, all-tournament team. All three, Alex, Jace, and Cale, were selected to that by the coaches. all-district team was Kale and Alex. Our South Central Conference all-conference team was Kale, Jace, and Alex. And then as far as our overall record, we ended up at 20-4 this year. Stutzman County tournament champs. Throughout the season, we ended up getting the number 1 seed in districts. We were undefeated throughout the year in district play. And ended up losing in the semifinals, only to win and come back and win our region qualifier against the Carrington team to get our berth into the region tournament. Ended up playing probably three of the best games I could ask the kids to play. And winning the Region 3 championship was truly just a pleasure to be with this group. So many good memories, and then to not be able to play in the state tournament. I just want to recognize everybody. I want to thank everybody for their support. I just want to mention my 2 seniors once again. Both Kale and Jace contributed in, just so many ways this year. Not from just a category standpoint. They're both, double figure scores. Kale led us in steals, was voted on defensive MVP. He was also right up there with assists. Jace too, just all around his contributions. He was our leading rebounder. I believe he was third in scoring. He was also up there as far as steals were concerned as well. Good free throw shooter as well. Just good all-around player as well. We'll miss you too. With that said, we'll see what the summer brings as far as our off-season.
I am pleased to announce the Instrumental Awards for Edgeley Public Schools for the 2019-2020 school year. We had several students who lettered in band this year. Letters are awarded to instrumentalists who participate in concert band, pep band, large group festival, instrumental ELO, and the EPS fall and spring concerts. This year's letter winners are Allie Boyer, Macy Boyer, Trinity Brandenburg, Jackson Buckeye, Dylan Carlson, Logan Duncan, Jenna Ellingson, Nora Ency, Riley Fisher, Madison Giesler, Alex Huber, Austin Huber, Kiara Jangula, Ellie Leppert, Ethan Revering, Dakota Schoenfelder, Madison Sitzman, Anastasia Swiatek, and Brennan Wiedrick. The John Philip Sousa Award is awarded by the director in recognition of superior musicianship, leadership, dependability, and loyalty. This year's recipient is Dakota Schoenfelder. The Director's Award is in recognition of leadership and overall contribution to the band program. This year's recipient is Jenna Ellingson. The Female Instrumentalist of the Year is awarded by peers for dedication to the Edgeley Band program, a positive approach in class, musicianship, and eagerness to learn and do her best. This year, the award goes to Nora Ency. The Male Instrumentalist of the Year is awarded by peers for dedication to the Edgeley Band program, a positive approach in class, musicianship, and eagerness to learn and do his best. And this award goes to Dakota Schoenfelder. The Most Improved Instrumentalist of the Year is awarded by peers to the instrumentalist who has experienced the most growth as a musician throughout the school year. This award goes to Ethan Revering. The Most Conscientious Instrumentalist Award is awarded by peers to the instrumentalist who consistently gives his or her best effort when contributing to rehearsal and personal music endeavors. This year's award goes to Dakota Schoenfelder. We also had several people who participated in extra music events, so we would like to recognize them as well. Dakota Schoenfelder participated in the Northwest Honor Band. Jenna Ellingson and Dakota Schoenfelder both received the Instrumental ELO 4-year award for 4 years of participation in that event. The small group festival participants would have been Nora Ensi, trumpet solo, Kara Jangula, trumpet solo, and Dakota Schoenfelder, flute solo. And our junior high Young Musicians Festival participants were Desiree Cox, Kylie Johnson, Emily Lund, Jesus Ruiz, Alexa Schmier. They participated in a mixed ensemble. Congratulations to all Instrumental Award winners in 2019-2020.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Vocal Music Awards for 2019-2020. I'm going to start by going through our students who lettered in choir. To letter in choir, students must participate in high school choir. And in high school choir, we have numerous performances that are required of our students. And so I'm just going to go through here. I'm looking at my computer and reading through their names. So first up, we have Allie Boyer, followed by Macy Boyer, Trinity Brandenburg, Olivia Christensen, Logan Duncan, Jenna Ellingson, Madison Giesler, Alex Huber, Ellie Leppert, Kelly Lund, Ethan Revering, Linda Rodriguez, Dakota Schoenfelder, Madison Sitzman, Anastasia Swiatek, Gracie Severson, Reagan Teskey, Piper Almer, and Brennan Wiedrick. The next awards that I'm going to list are ones that we typically, as a music department, share at our spring concert. And due to COVID-19, that spring concert had to be canceled. So I'm going to go through those department awards now. These next set of awards I list, there are about 5 of them, are voted on by our students in the choral department and in the band department. So I'm going to specifically talk about the choral department. First up, among our peers in choir, the female vocalist of the year this year was Allie Boyer. Allie is a wonderful student. She's had several opportunities this year to solo and has been just a wonderful, positive person in class, always upbeat, always willing to work really hard, and I know she's going to go really far in her high school career in the years to come. So congratulations, Allie. Our male vocalist of the year is our senior, Dakota Schoenfelder. I'm really glad that Dakota received this award. I've seen him step up this year as a leader and really kind of own his role in our choral department. He's just been a great asset to our program all of these years, and I first really got to work with Dakota in band, and so it's been fun to see him kind of spread his wings and be really successful in the choral realm. So congratulations, Dakota. Most conscientious vocalist this year was voted among the students and chosen was Jenna Ellingson. Jenna's a great student. She's a senior. She's been involved in choir all through her high school years. She's very attuned to music and just being very accurate, and it's been fun to see her over the years grow in her understanding of music and really excel. And so, yeah, really pleased to see her for most conscientious. Most improved, this one is exciting. There are 3 winners. It's kind of an interesting how they all tied that way, but our most improved vocalists are Gracie Severson. Gracie is a freshman and has done a great job in choir this year, being bold and trying to lead her section. I've been really proud to see her grow, especially in just hearing the right pitches and being really accurate. So nice job, Gracie. Our second winner was Macy Boyer. Macy's been singing since she, as long as I can remember, all through junior high and all through her high school career, and her growth has been tremendous too. So I was really glad that her peers were able to see that and to celebrate that by voting for her. And then our last most improved vocalist was Ethan Revering. Ethan, this is his first year in choir. He has done a great job this year in his section and being bold and just kind of taking risks. He's never afraid to make a mistake, and when a singer's not afraid to make a mistake, it's easy to help them learn and grow, and so it's been fun to help Ethan. He's doing a wonderful job. This year's Vocal Directors Award, chosen by me, goes to Madison Giesler. Maddie is just the perfect example of a student who is eager and helpful and kind and talented. And so I wanted to recognize her for her diligent efforts and just being so helpful to me throughout the year when I've asked her to do something, or not even when I've asked, just when I've said, hey, could somebody be willing to do this? And she's right there to do it. So thank you, Madison. Congratulations to you. Our Northwest Choral Honor Festival students this year, I'd like to take the time to recognize them. Allie Boyer, Grace Irie, and Olivia Christensen submitted recordings to Minot State University and were chosen to participate in the Northwest Honor Choral Festival back in November of 2019. So really pleased for them, wanted to take the time to recognize them too. And then some junior high awards. We have several students who participated in the Young Musicians Festival. Those students include Alexa Schmier, Jesus Ruiz, Kylie Johnson, Emily Lund, and Taryn Hartman. So I wanted to take the time to recognize those guys too. I also want to mention, due to COVID-19, many of our high school students and some of our junior high did not get to participate in small group contests. So cheers to those students, you know who you are, who worked really hard and didn't get to perform. I'm excited for you to continue with some of those pieces that you've been working on this past year and bringing them to competition next year. So those are all of our vocal awards, and congratulations again to our seniors, Dakota Schoenfelder and Jenna Ellingson.
This year, we had 17 FBLA members. First-year members are Charlie Andrews, Guy Kem, Lance Jailberg, Kiana Muslim, Ethan Revering, Madison Sitzman, Emily Weigel, and Brennan Wiedrich. Second-year members are Madison Giesler, Alex Huber, Madison Leatherman, Adam Nitschke, and Bryson Shealy. Third-year members are Kale Mathern, Paxton Mathern, and Frank Mudeman. And we had one fourth-year member this year, Bridger Mathern. Our officers this year are Madison Giesler as president, Lance Jailberg as vice president, Adam Nitschke as secretary, Alex Huber as treasurer, and Bryson Shealy as reporter. Every month, I have an opportunity to submit an outstanding chapter member to the state as Member of the Month. This year, I submitted 4 students on various months: Madison Giesler, Alex Huber, Frank Mudeman, and Kiana Muslim. From those students, one is selected as our chapter's Who's Who. This year, that award goes to Alex Huber. Every FBLA chapter is encouraged to submit information about their monthly chapter activities to the state office. One chapter is then selected from all of the entries as State Chapter of the Month. This year, our chapter was selected for the month of January. We have 3 seniors this year who will receive graduation cords: Madison Leatherman, Bridger Mathern, and Kale Mathern. Now, unfortunately, students were unable to go to Bismarck to compete in the state leadership competition, but if they chose, they were able to compete online. Students who placed in the top 10 were Charlie Andrews, who placed 10th in economics, and Madison Giesler and Kiana Muslim, who placed 10th in the Community Service Project. Congratulations.
I'm pleased to announce the seniors who will be receiving their certificates of completion in an Ag Ed course of study. To be considered a completer, you have to have taken a minimum of 360 hours of instruction in Ag Ed curriculum. At 450 hours, Warden Dahlgren and Jocelyn Madke. Ethan Ellingson and Bridger Mathern each had 540 hours of Ag Ed curriculum. Jaden Wald had 630, Chase Hansen at 720 hours, and Cale Mathern 810 hours of Ag Ed curriculum. Congratulations, all our Ag Ed completers.
This year's yearbook staff was very small, but worked very hard to ensure that we had plenty of pictures and have done a great job of trying to incorporate pictures throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. The members include Allie Boyer, Madison Giesler, and the editor, Reagan Hartman. I'd like to recognize Zeke Barnick for qualifying for state for math counts. He competed the beginning of March in Bismarck and represented Edgeley well. I would also like to recognize Grace Irie and Matea Mathern for qualifying for state in the spelling bee. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, they were unable to participate as the spelling bee in Bismarck was canceled.
Congratulations to Libby Mathern on your perfect attendance for the school year.
I'm Staff Sergeant Aaron Schmidt with the North Dakota Army National Guard. Congratulations to all 2020 graduates at Edgeley Public School. I'd like to specifically identify Bridger Mathern for his graduation and his enlistment into the North Dakota Army National Guard. Bridger is going to be receiving 100% school tuition to any state within North Dakota, and he'll also be receiving $750 per month tax-free while attending school. Again, congratulations to all 2020 graduates, and good luck to everybody.
Congratulations to the DRN scholarship recipients, Cale Mathern and Bridger Mathern each received a $500 scholarship from DRN. Congratulations to Alex Huber, this year's North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student Award recipient. That concludes our awards ceremony. Thank you for watching. Congratulations to all students on their awards you received throughout the year. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Good luck in your future endeavors.